toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown time! The defense putting points on the board.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw. It's Davidson. Right on the money. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to him again. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Davidson. It's caught. Plows through the defense. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers! The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Alabama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the back. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Davidson. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand in the ball.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. It's Lester. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The lone back's got it. Find some fresh air. Got the first down and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. He wants to change this route.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. Back to throw, it's Owen. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw on line, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're... Obviously, everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Leads it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Davidson. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Grabs a screen around all kinds of defenders.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air, it's Davidson. Got a man, it's Blade. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll try to run for it. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Harbor. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to...
Turning it on! He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking to throw, it's Davidson. Floating away. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking to pass. It's Owen. The throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds his man, it's Lester. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The sure hands, it's Lester. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Owen. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. On the run, it's Harbor. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking for a man, it's Mahan. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Sanchez. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you
breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send the back in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Had to throw it before he wanted.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll run it from the gun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He's got him. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Davidson. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. High the chains now on second and long. Here's the handoff. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, sack.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. The toss to the outside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Back to pass, it's Davidson. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Missouri! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll just down it right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to throw, it's Davidson. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. On target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Rossi. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or